The blood on his hands is the least of his problems. The secret he's been hiding is out. And in the criminal underworld, there is only one punishment for a man who wears a wire. Tulsa King is about to enter its endgame, and Dwight Manfredi is fighting for his life. The title, Nothing is Over, is a brutal promise. Jeremiah Dunmier may be behind bars, but as the promo confirms, his influence is very much alive. A man of his wealth and connections doesn't stay in a cell for long. He will undoubtedly use his time to orchestrate a devastating attack on Dwight from within prison walls, leveraging his old money power in ways Dwight can't anticipate. This means the legal victory Dwight secured in the last episode was merely a temporary ceasefire, not a surrender. The real war is just beginning, and it's about to get far more personal and far more dangerous. But Jeremiah is the enemy Dwight can see. The more insidious threat is the one he's been forced to bring into his inner circle, Agent Musso. The trailer's key scene showing Dwight, Mitch, and Musso entering the event while people flee in terror, with Dwight emerging blood-spattered and shaken, is a catastrophic scenario. This isn't just a random hit. It's a public spectacle that directly links Dwight to an FBI agent during a violent act. The carefully constructed wall between his criminal empire and his federal handlers has been shattered. The blood on his face is a public advertisement of his compromise. This exposure is a death sentence in his world. If any member of his crew, the Dunmiers, or his New York connections piece together that Dwight is working with the feds, he will be instantly marked for death by everyone. There will be no safe haven. The trust of his crew, especially Mitch, who is seen at his side, will be irreparably broken. Musso's plan to use Dwight as a pawn is backfiring spectacularly, turning him into the #1 target for every criminal organization in the region. Dwight is no longer playing both sides. He's now trapped in the crossfire, and the man holding the leash is the one who put him there. As the walls close in, the physical threats to Dwight's family and crew escalate violently. The promo leaves little to the imagination. Tyson is seen being brutally beaten, likely by Dunmier's men. This is a direct message to Dwight. We can reach anyone you care about. Dwight's own line, Manfredi might be bulletproof, Margaret, we are not, is a chilling admission of his greatest fear. His enemies have correctly identified that his heart lies not in his business, but in his people. Targeting Tyson and threatening Margaret is a strategic move to unbalance the unflappable general, to make him reactive and emotional instead of calculated and calm. This psychological warfare is more effective than any direct attack on Dwight himself. The most ominous tease from the season trailer is the funeral. The sight of Dwight's crew in black suits points to a devastating, permanent loss. The theories swirling around Bodie's potential death carry significant weight. As the crew's financial brain, his loss would be a crippling blow to their operations. But more than that, it would be a deep, personal wound. It would represent the war hitting home in a way it hasn't before, transforming the conflict from a battle for territory into a deeply personal vendetta. The death of a core crew member wouldn't just be a plot point. It would be the catalyst for an all-out, no-holds-barred rampage from a Dwight with nothing left to lose. In the shadows, older sins are poised to resurface. The theory that the Triads will return for revenge for the killing of their leader, Jackie Ming, is a ticking time bomb. Dwight has been so focused on his local war with the Dunmiers and his federal problems that he's left his flank completely exposed. The reemergence of this powerful, vengeful enemy would open a third front in a war Dwight is already losing, stretching his resources and attention to a breaking point. Furthermore, the unresolved fate of Bill Bevacqua is a source of immense tension. Held by Musso, Bill is the key to everything. Will he break and give Musso what he needs to destroy Dwight? Or will his loyalty hold, making him a martyr?
Bill's fate is intertwined with Dwight's. His survival is paramount to the crew's stability, and his betrayal would be a wound from which Dwight could never recover.
The blood on Dwight's hands in the promo likely points to another cold, calculated move, the elimination of the watchmaker he hired to assassinate Jeremiah. This is a dark but necessary step in Dwight's eyes. To protect the plan and ensure he can't be linked to the hit, he has to tie up all loose ends, no matter how innocent. This act shows the depths to which Dwight is willing to sink to protect his empire and his secret. He is compartmentalizing his morality, becoming the ruthless operator he once was in New York, all while trying to maintain the facade of a legitimate businessman. The strain is clearly showing, and the spooked look in his eyes after the violent event with Musso is the look of a man who sees the abyss staring back at him. Nothing is over sets the stage for a devastating final act. Dwight Manfredi is at the center of a perfect storm. His federal association is exposed, his crew is being physically targeted, a major character may fall, and enemies from his past are circling. The title is a dire warning that every action has a consequence, and every past enemy is still a present threat. The relatively stable empire Dwight built in Tulsa is fracturing under the weight of too many simultaneous attacks. He is being forced to revert to his most primal, violent instincts to survive. But that very violence is what the FBI is using to control him. He's in an inescapable trap. The final 2 episodes of the season will be defined by the fallout from this chapter. Will Dwight's crew discover his secret and turn on him? Will he be forced to sacrifice Bill to save himself? Will the death of a loved one send him on a path of self-destruction? Nothing is over is the point of no return. The chessboard has been upended, the king is in check, and the only move left might be to set the whole game on fire.